Greetings, y'all. I am Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. For today's rune reading, we're getting into that Mercury and Aries kind of stuff going on here. We have April 1st, that Mercury is going retrograde. Before we go starting pointing fingers or blaming one another, let's first look into that magic mirror that we keep on holding up in front of everyone, okay? Now, what other aspect we have that'll help out with this Mercury and Aries going on is this beautiful Venus in Pisces that's going on. It's going to be March 11th to April 3rd. The Venus is exalted in her sign of Pisces. It's a very beautiful attribute to have. So please check out the comments and the description box below. I have a lot more information. Check out your astrological charts, your birth chart. Find out what this means to you some more. I would have had a bigger heads up on a lot of this stuff, but I've been under the weather, but I'm back now, and we are chugging along here. So without further ado, let's get into today's rune reading. All right, how are we feeling, everyone? As usual, we have this singing bowl here for the cleansing of the energetic space, as we usually do here. If you'd like to skip ahead and go forward, you can feel free to do so right now. I have this $2 note representing uncommon abundance we put into this singing bowl as well. So what that does is we are simultaneously giving gratitude and ringing in more of that uncommon abundance as we cleanse this energetic space. So right now, I would like you to take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, focusing on today's rune reading. We have some interesting aspects. Mercury and Aries, and Venus and Pisces. Let's see what this energy is going to be like for us, because I think with this retrograde here coming up on the 1st, on April Fools, it's going to make us feel like a fool. We're not taking that opportunity to dot the I's and cross the T's. And that's an opportunity wasted, right? So let's see what the runes have in store for a message for today. In the past energies, it's Urus, it's the wild ox. This is a lot of grounding network type energy. And yes, I have the labradorite runes back again today, y'all. By popular request, it's back, y'all. Labradorite never left. I still have all those other styles available, though, for sale for you. But for this ox rune, this is about getting into our natural vitality. In the past energies here, we've been progressing just one foot in front of another and being more just feeling like, okay, yeah, we're just drudging on. We're just doing our thing, and slow and steady wins the race kind of thing. It's not the happiest place to be, but it's not a bad place, y'all. Because right now in these current energies, we're called to endure. This is the U branch. Okay, it's Y-E-W. All right. So what that is that is a type of branch that the Vikings used to make out of their bows. That's the type of branch that they would use. And when the bows wouldn't flex, they would break. So you need a bow that fires more than once, right? You need a bow that'll last long. Just like you need to last long, you need to be able to fire more than once. You need to be able to rest. Case in point here, my illness that I've just been on, this whole thing is just speaking volumes to me right now. But Awas here, this rune, this U branch, is calling us to be in our toughness and in our stability and to really just flex with the energies that are at play here. If we don't flex and we break those branches, we turn into this rune of the ice. And that's Isa, that's repeated lessons, that's stuck, frozen, rigid. Okay, but if we transmute, we can go into Salvilo, the sun rune, the beautiful warmth, vitality, natural success, and abundance. So choice is always up to us, right? This is our future energies position, and that is calling us to get into the Berkana room. Birch is birth, beginnings, familial nurturing, right? How do you express yourself with your loved ones? What type of nurturing are you getting from your functional unit? Is it a family? What type of family is it, right? Is this a spiritual family? Is this your actual family? Is this a workplace family? All right, you're called to start something here, though, new. And you know what this is. I have a feeling, yeah. And Aries just can't stop talking about it. Okay, this is the Aries and that Mercury and Aries coming up and just wants that communication. They want to be understood. They want to have their needs met. They want this drudgery to end. They understand that the nurturing, that balance has to be there, right? This birth is something very important to them. But that gentleness also with the Venus and Pisces is also calling us to, just be patient, have your moment of clarity, and move on. Have a nice sip of tea. This all doesn't have to be figured out right this instant. Right? Some of it can even be figured out during retrograde. And also retrograde, y'all, is a chance to pause time for clarity. Look at that. You get that hourglass on the side, and you have that moment outside of time where everything is clear. All right. This is your action taken for the best outcome. This is Dagas. This is also indicative of a end of a chrysalis phase, or, the beginning of your butterfly phase. Right? That kind of looks like a butterfly taking off. This is a big transformation for you. So to get into your transformative work, we need to be able to be just as giving as we are receiving, right? Have our needs met. All right. We can't pour from an empty cup. So we got to keep having our needs met, and you'll get that clarity. You'll get that revelation. You have that new project, that start, that beginning, that new spouse, even maybe that new career, right? This is all very, very big for you, very expansive energies. And what did I tell you all about this Pisces season at the very beginning of this season? Super expansive. All right, y'all. And we are barely just halfway there, right? We have a little bit more left to go here, and okay, maybe a little bit less than halfway there. I'm just speaking a little too much here right now. I need to just take a breath and breathe. Okay, here we go. This is the thoughts, feelings, and emotions position. This is where it's the rune of mankind. Not mankind. This is divine masculine rune. Why am I thinking? Y'all, I was sick, so forgive me. I'm going to use that as my one mulligan here, and we're going to, okay. So this is successfully planting a seed, coming from a place of knowing. You don't have to guess about this nurturing, this birth, this beginning. This is already taken care of. You don't need to stop. You do need to stop worrying about it. All right, plant that seed and move on. Right? The more you mess with that soil that you just planted the seed in, the less likely it'll have something to grow. Move on to some other point of clarity. Right? Your growth will occur. This will happen. Okay? This is beautiful. Look at this, y'all. The possible problems are in this Othala, inheritance, home. Right? And with this being right across from your needs being met, yeah. This is very much in that Aries energy as well. And this is expressing a lot of, hi, this is me. I am here. This is the way things ought to be. This is my legacy. This is what I have to leave off into the world. And these are my needs being met. I've been leading by example. And here it is. And this very type, like, Aries is just like, hear me roar, and you know what? I'm just going to speak my piece, and if you're okay with it, you're okay with it. If you're not, you're not. That's kind of how Aries do. But anyway, what we have to look out for, what we have to look forward to, this outcome, this beautiful pleasure, this Wunjo rune right here. This is pleasure. This is joy. This is the clan flag of success. This is that energy of communication, cooperation, that gratitude, that all that reciprocative group energy from that divinely planted seed and that clarity, this effort that you've been putting forward collectively. This isn't just you. This is a collective. This is going to be with some sort of either a family member or a partner, or maybe a person who will become a family. So maybe a significant other. Okay, so this is going to be a beautiful healing experience for you. This is going to, at the end of all of this, Aries, the Mercury in Aries, and this, this Venus in Pisces energy. This is very romantic, whimsical, easy to get swept off your feet. Like, just be careful not to be over communicative. Okay, be careful not to be too judgy, right? We can all get in our own ways and be our own worst enemies and pull the wool over our own eyes. And we're to blame 100% of the time. When we close this window of clarity, then yeah, we're going to be losing a lot of that. But this is what we have to gain from a lot of this. And you know what? I don't really think you have this really too much to be worried about. Just your health is in consideration here. Make sure you're staying grounded, and you're expressing yourself in your collective in a healthy way. And this will lead to tremendous joy, pleasure, and success for you. Whatever the case may be for you, take what resonates, please, and leave what doesn't. All right, this is expansive, beautiful energy that we are all in. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave a comment down below, y'all, because I might, it's at the tail end of being ill. I might have glossed over a couple things. So feel free to ask me for clarity in any of these readings, okay? Speaking of clarity, though, we're going to get a card of clarity from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from source, directly from divine, straight to your soul, straight to your spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, divine, for this card of clarity. This says service. I feel good when I can help others. Yeah, y'all. This is this familial nurturing and stuff. I have a feeling that this is going to be a call for you to play the role of the caregiver. Yeah. This is going to be an opportunity to be of service and show your affection. Show how much you care. Like, instead of saying how much, here's your opportunity, y'all, to prove how much. All right? Aries is full of saying how much. And that Venus in Pisces just wants you to shut up and do it. All right? Let's get that clarity for this service card here. All right. And, of course, I was in the wrong book. Let's grab a different book here. Service. Okay. This says, I feel good when I can help others. One of the most evolved gifts that a soul possesses is giving of itself. There's a reason why it feels so good to give. It is because your soul resonates with that vibration. Your soul should be aware that it might currently be in a situation in which it needs to be fulfilled on higher levels. And this can only happen through the attribute of humbly serving and supporting others. Y'all, if you don't know what to do, be in service. All right, and if you can't be of service to yourself, be in service to someone else, your family. All right, that clarity, that foundation, addressing those needs, you name it. Put yourself in a position in which you can benefit another soul in any way possible and demonstrate unconditional love towards others. This might mean bringing yourself into your heart space and letting everything you involve yourself in come from an attitude of giving freely. You have to learn to direct your green heart light energy through all your thoughts, actions, and deeds. Look around and see where and how you can be of service to another. Perhaps one way would be asking a friend if you can help clean up his or her office or run errands. Maybe a volunteer to watch your neighbor's kids so the parents can have a night out. Make a meal for someone who might be sick. Volunteer in a hospital or hospice. And finally, perform any activity that enriches someone else's life, right? Super easy to hold that door, right? Chivalry is not dead, y'all. It's making a comeback. These are cards from the fairies. These are beautiful cards, and the fairies are divinely guided creatures who love, or I should say beings, who love to assist us in our paths. And they're also pretty cheeky. I love them. Fairies are nice. I love the fairies. So let's get a message of clarity, shall we, from the fairies. That is a lot, fairies. See how I mean? They're cheeky. Let's just do like one or two. How about that, fairies? Can we do one or two, please? Pretty please with sugar on top. Or how about honey? Pretty pleased with honey on top. All right, they say this card. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You've got the power. You know, this is, okay, use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. Anything that you got yourself into, you can get yourself out of, right? Right. Even though that might be a reluctant kind of a response there, but you know, we got to be responsible for ourselves, right? We got to fess up and we got to hold ourselves accountable. All right? If you don't, no one else is gonna. So you got to hold yourself accountable. You've got the power. Let's read about that. Okay, again, this says, use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. You drew this card as a reminder that you're more powerful than you realize. Perhaps you've been feeling victimized lately. Well, the fairies want you to know that regardless of your age, size, education, you've got incredible personal power. Even though the fairies are tiny beings, they channel the force of God and the universe. And you can also use it to resolve an issue. Heal yourself or another, or manifest your material needs. All you have to do is believe. Huge expansive energy, y'all. I can't even. This joy and this success, y'all, I can't express it enough. I can't get that excited right now. It hurts my throat. But this is going to be awesome when you're in service to another, when we realize that we've got our power. We're coming from that place of healthy knowing, that healed ego, that divine masculine. We're grounded. We're meeting our needs. We have a clear, conscious mind. We're nurturing our families and ourselves and others by example, right? We're working on our foundations as a daily kind of thing. And we have this beautiful success and joy to look forward to. How beautiful is that? Y'all, thank you so much again. I just love being a part of your journey. So thank you so much again. Let's get a chakra token here for today's rune reading. And that chakra token is the third eye chakra. So for the third eye chakra, it's located between the eyebrows. It's connected to your intuitive ability and consciousness and wisdom. Signs of a blocked third eye chakra are lack of direction, confusion, and doubt. When you listen to the solfeggio frequency of 852 hertz, that's 852, you will work toward becoming more intuitive, open, and imaginative. You will only be ready to work with your third eye chakra when the first 5 chakras are unblocked. Very, very true, you guys. We can't start building that radio tower at the top, right? So this might just be a reminder, hey, chakra tune-up. Hey, reminder, you got 5 minutes, do a chakra tune-up, right? You got 20 minutes, do a chakra tune-up. You got 5 minutes until something happens around the house. You can do it. Right? So little breathing exercises. Always you can go in through your nose for 6 seconds, hold for 3, and then exhale out of your mouth like you're blowing through a straw for 7 seconds. But anyways, the third eye chakra is Aum, and that is spelled A-U-M. Okay, and a lot of people say Om. Aum is the original. Okay, this is the third eye chakra hand mudra. You can do either or. Okay, it doesn't have to be one or the other. You can just do a one-hander. Okay, and you touch that to your third eye chakra. Right, you just say Om while you're listening that beautiful 852 hertz. Thank you once again, everyone. I have been Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. That 852 hertz solfeggio frequency, when played, we can do that mudra right like this. It's these 3 fingers, the middle, the index, and the thumb. Just pointing it right to our third eye, 852 hertz, Aum, A-U-M. For that meditative practice and happy chakra opening and healing. And I'm definitely going to do a full tune-up myself, especially after coming off of being ill. So more uploads coming up, y'all. Stay tuned. I got some very special runes to share with you in the next upload.